In today's free MaddenSchool.com tip, we're going to continue going over a play out of the pistol weak formation from the Carolina Panthers playbook. The first day we did this, we went over a passing play that was very hard to stop. The second day we went over a running play, which, unless you're blitzing a lot of guys, will be just a nightmare to defend. And today we're going to go over a screen pass and some slight modifications, and then I'm going to go over why this screen pass is so good, why this play in particular is good, because a lot of you guys already know screen passes are good. It's not worth making another tip about that. You guys probably already know that. If you don't, I'm telling you now, you should be calling screen passes 1 out of every 4 or 5 plays, unless you're playing someone really good who can diagnose it. So I'll call the halfback slip screen, and I'll call it against random defenses. Again, keep in mind I'm going to show you something at the end of the video here that really makes this screen pass good. You can run it by default here, and it's not bad at all if you run it by default. I'll do it one time. It's not a bad play. It gets good yards. You guys probably know that. Screen passes are good. But there are, well, it looks like they came out in the goal line. I'm going to call this, I'm going to redo it so I can get a better play on defense. There are a little bit of ways to make it better. Some of you might already know this, but others might not. So it's worth going over real quick. The way I like to do this to make everything look not like a screen pass, because the ultimate goal is to trick your opponent for as long as you can. Make him think it's a different play. Make him disguise it so he thinks it's a running play, it's really a passing play, stuff like that. So if he can see that your RB running back's on that screen route, most guys can realize that and use or control a defender and get over there. But what most guys can't see is if people look like they're going out on 5 regular, ordinary routes, unless they're really watching the offensive line closely, which, who's doing that? People are watching the routes so they can control it, use or defend them. No one's watching the offensive line. So what you want to do is you want to make sure none of the routes look like screen routes. And so the way I like to do that is to put your Y, second running back there, on a swing to the right. And then I like to put my RB running back on a option route. You can actually hit either of these options, either the Y or the RB. It's really up to you. Both of them are actually pretty good options, and they have decent blocking in front of them. So I'll go ahead and run it 1 or 2 times, and you can kind of see how it works. You can see there, even the cornerback was in a blue zone. He still couldn't get it because our offensive line got out there and took care of him. One more time. Again, put your Y running back on a flat to the right and your RB running back on an option route. And you can see, even if we don't do all that good, it's still 4 yards. Now the final thing I want to go over, this is more of the stuff for you guys that are already, you're already aware that screen passes are good. You don't need another person telling you that. And so there's one final little wrinkle to this play. We're going to call the same play, and this time we're going to call it against some sort of man defense. We'll go with the 2-man under because that's the most common defense. That's the most common man defense. If your opponent were to blitz, the play would be even better because it's essentially he just doesn't have those 2 deep blue zones. So this is how the play looks. You can set it up how we did it before, or you can not. It's really up to you. The reason why this play works so well, though, is because of that B route. That's this circle on the PlayStation 3. He runs an unbumpable route that really makes the cornerback look silly. I have no idea what the cornerback is doing. And so we get a couple steps on the guy without getting bumped, and it's really actually pretty effective. So I'll run it through one time here so you can see how it looks. And you can see he just crushes this guy. I'll go ahead and show you the replay there to show you more what I'm talking about. You can see, he's manned up. It's supposed to be press coverage. And the cornerback doesn't press him and just stands there for no reason for a second, leaving our guy wide open. If you really want to, you could probably hit your running back on the screen pass still. But you can see how the whole middle of the field's open. Now if this was a blitz or something like that, then you have even more openings. You'd probably turn it into a touchdown. So I'll go ahead and run it one more time here. It's 2 men under defense, very standard defense. And then you just run it one time. It's really simple. You can do it to the other side if you want to. I'll go ahead and show you that the last time here. You can flip the play, make it look the exact same, and the same result. I got sacked there, but you can see the idea. I'll run it one more time here. The idea is the same. You can see how he just crushes this guy there. So, hope you're enjoying this. I think we'll do either one or two more of these in the next couple days. Again, we will get back to other people's comments within the next couple days or so. So, if you're enjoying the video, like and subscribe. And I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.